Numbers chapter 22. Balak summons Balaam. Then the people of Israel set out and camped in the plains of Moab behind the Jordan at Jericho. And Balak the son of Zippor saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites, and Moab was in great dread of the people, because they were many. Moab was overcome with the fear of the people of Israel. And Moab said to the elders of Midian, "This horde will now lick up all that is around us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field." So Balak the son of Zippor, who was king of Moab at that time, sent messengers to Balaam the son of Beor at Pethor, which is near the river in the land of the people of Amal, and to call him, saying, "Behold, a people has come out of Egypt. They cover the face of the earth, and they are dwelling opposite me. Come now, curse these people for me, since they are too mighty for me. Perhaps I shall be able to defeat them and drive them from the land. For I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed." So the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the fees of divination in their hand. And they came to Balaam and gave him Balak's message. And he said to them, "Lodge here tonight, and I will bring back a word to you, as the Lord speaks to me." So the princes of Moab stayed with Balaam, and God came to Balaam and said, Who are these men with you?" And Balaam said to God, "Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has said to me, saying, Behold, the people has come out of Egypt, and it covers the face of the earth. Now come, curse them for me. Perhaps I shall be able to fight against them and drive them out." God said to Balaam, "You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed." So Balaam rose in the morning and said to the princes of Balak, "Go to your own land, for the Lord has refused to let me go with you." So the princes of Moab rose and went to Balak and said, "Balaam refuses to come with us." So once again Balak sent princes more in number and more honorable than these, and they came to Balaam and said to him, "Thus says Balak the son of Zippor, let nothing hinder you from coming to me, for I will surely do you great honor, and whatever you say to me I will do. Come, curse this people for me." But Balaam answered and said to the servants of Balak, "Though Balak were to give me this house full of silver and gold, and I could not go beyond the command of the Lord my God to do less or more. So you, too, please stay here tonight, and I will know what more the Lord will say to me." And God came to Balaam at night and said to him, "If the men have come to call you, rise, go with them, but only do what I tell you." So Balaam rose in the morning and saddled his donkey and went to the princes of Moab, Balaam's donkey and the angel. And the Lord in anger was kindled because he went, and an angel of the Lord took his stand in the way as his adversary. Now he was riding on a donkey, and two servants were with him. And the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road, and he had a drawn sword in his hand. And the donkey turned aside on the road and went into the field, and Balaam struck the donkey to turn her into the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path between the vineyards, with a wall on each side. Then the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, and she pushed against the wall, and pressed Balaam's foot against the wall. So he struck her again, and the angel of the Lord went ahead and stood in the narrow path, there where there was no way to turn either to the right or to the left. And the donkey saw the angel of the Lord. She lay down under Balaam. And Balaam's anger was kindled, and he struck the donkey with his staff. And the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to him, What have I done to you, that you struck me these 3 times?" And Balaam said to the donkey, "Because you have made a fool of me. I wish I had a sword in my hand, for then I would kill you." And the donkey said to Balaam, "I am not your donkey on which you have ridden all your life. Am I not your donkey on which you've ridden all your life to this day? Is it my habit to treat you this way?" And he said, "No." Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with its drawn sword in his hand. And he bowed down and fell on his face. And the angel of the Lord said, Why have you struck your donkey 3 times? Behold, have I have come out to oppose you, because your way is perverse before me. The donkey saw me and turned aside before me these 3 times. If she had not turned aside from me, surely just now I would have killed you and her, let her live. Then Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I've sinned, for I did not know that you stood in the road against me. Now therefore, if it is if it is evil in your sight, I will turn back. And the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, Go with the men, but speak only the words I tell you. So Balaam went on with the princes of Balak. When Balak heard that Balaam had come, he went out to meet him at the city of Moab, on the border formed by an Arnon, at the extremity of the border. And Balak said to Balaam, Did I not send to you to call you? Why did you not come to me? Am I not able to honor you? And Balaam said to Balak, Behold, I've come to you. Have I now any power of my own to speak anything? The word that God puts in my mouth, that must I speak. Then Balaam went with Balak, and they came to Karath Huzoth, and Balak sacrificed oxen and sheep, and sent for Balaam and for the princes who were with him. And in the holy morning Balak took Balaam and brought him up to Bomathbal, and there he saw a fraction of the people. Psalm 62. My soul waits for God alone. For God alone my soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my fortress. I shall not be greatly shaken. How long will all you attack a man to batter him, like a leaning wall, a tottering fence? They only plan to thrust him down from his high position. They take pleasure in falsehood. They bless with their mouths, but inwardly they curse. Selah. God alone, O my soul, wait in silence, for my hope is from him. They, he only is my rock and my salvation, my fortress. I shall not be shaken. On God rests my salvation and my glory. My mighty rock, my refuge is God. Trust in him at all times, O people. Pour out your heart before him. God is refuge for us. Selah. Those of low estate are built but a breath. Those of high estate are delusion. In the balances they go up, they are together lighter than a breath. Put no trust in extortion. Set no vain hopes on robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart on them. Once God has spoken, twice have I heard this, that power belongs to God, that to you, O Lord, belongs steadfast love. For you will render a man according to his work. Psalm 63. My soul thirsts for you. O God, you are my God, earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you, my flesh faints for you. As in dry and weary land there is no water, so I looked upon you in the sanctuary, beholding your glory, power and glory. Because your steadfast love is better than life, my lips will praise you. So I'll bless you as long as I live. In your name I will lift up my hands. My soul will be satisfied with fat and rich food. My mouth will praise you with joyful lips. Then when I remember you upon my bed and meditate on you in the watches of the night, for you have been my help. In the shadow of your wings I will sing for joy. My soul clings to you. My right hand upholds me. Your right hand upholds me. But those who seek to destroy my life shall go down into the depths of the earth. They shall be given over to the power of the They shall be a portion for jackals. But the king shall rejoice in God. All who swear by him shall exult, for the mouth of liars will be stopped. Isaiah chapter 11. The righteous reign of the branch. There shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse, a branch from his root shall bear fruit. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. And his delight shall be in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge what his eye sees, or decide disputes for what his ears hear. But his righteousness he shall judge the poor, and decide the equity for the meek of the earth. He shall strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he shall kill the wicked. Righteousness shall be the belt of his waist, and the faithfulness the belt of his loins. The wolf shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the young goat, and the calf and the lion and the fattened calf together. And little child shall lead them, and the cow and the bear shall graze, and the young shall lie down together. Then the lion shall eat straw like an ox. A nursing child shall play over the hole of the cobra, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the adder's den, and they shall not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain. For the earth shall be full of knowledge of the Lord as the waters over the sea. And that day the root of Jesse, who shall stand at the signal for the peoples, and of him shall be nations inquire, and his resting place shall be glorious. In that day the Lord shall extend his hand, like the second time, to recover the remnant that remains of his people, for Assyria, from Egypt, from Pathros, from Cush, from Elam, from Shinar, from Hamath, and from the coastlands of the sea. He will rise a signal for the nations, and will assemble the banished of the Israel, and gather to dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And the jealousy of Ephraim shall depart, and those who harass Judah shall cut off. Ephraim shall not be jealous of Judah, and Judah shall not harass Ephraim. But they shall swoop down on the shoulder of the Philistines in the west, and gather, they shall plunder the people of the east. They shall put out their hand against Edom and Moab, and the Ammonites shall obey them. The Lord will utterly destroy the tongue of the sea of Egypt, and shall wave his hand over the river with those scorching breath, and strike into the seven channels. He will lead people across in sandals, and there will be a highway from Assyria for the remnant that remains of his people. And there was for Israel when they camped from the land of Egypt. The land, Isaiah chapter 12. The Lord is my strength and my song. And I will say to this day, I will give thanks to you, O Lord, for though you were angry with me, your anger turned away, and you might comfort me. Behold, God is my salvation. I trust, and I will not be afraid. For the Lord God is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. With joy you will draw water from the wells of salvation, and you will say in that day, give thanks to the Lord, call upon his name, make known his deeds among the peoples, and proclaim that his name is exalted. Sing praises to the Lord, for he has done gloriously. Let this be known in all the earth. Shout a song for joy, O inhabitant of Zion, for great in your midst is the Holy One of Israel. James chapter 5. Warning to the rich. Come now, you rich, weep and howl for the miseries that are coming upon you. Your riches have rotted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver have corroded, and your corrosion will be evident against you, and will eat your flesh like fire. You have laid up treasures in the last days. Behold, the wages of laborers, you who mowed your field, which you kept back for fraud, are crying out against you. The cries of the harvesters have reached the ears of the Lord of hosts, and have lived in the earth in luxury of self-indulgence. You have fattened your hearts in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and murdered the righteous person. He does not resist you. Patience in suffering. Be patient, therefore, brothers, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it until he receives the early and late rains. You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand. Do not grumble against one another, brothers, so that you may not be judged. Behold, the judge is standing at the door. as an example, suffering in patience. Brothers, take the prophet to speak in the name of the Lord. Behold, you consider those blessed who remain steadfast. You've heard of the steadfastness of Job, and have seen the purpose of the Lord, how the Lord is compassionate and merciful. And above all, my brothers, do not swear, neither by heaven or by earth or by any other oath, but by oath. But let your yes be yes and your no be no, so that you may not fall under condemnation. The prayer for faith. Is anyone among you suffering? Let him pray. Is anyone cheerful? Let him sing praise. Is anyone among you sick? Let him call for the elders of the church. Let them pray over him, anointing with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer of faith shall save the one who is sick, and the Lord will raise him up. And if he has committed sins, he will be forgiven. Therefore, confess your sins to one another, and pray for one another, that you may be healed. And the prayer of the righteous person has great power, as it is working. Elijah was a man with mature nature like ours. He prayed fervently that it might not rain. For 3 years and 6 months it did not rain on earth. Then he prayed again, and heaven gave rain, and the earth bore its fruit. My brothers, if anyone among you wanders from the truth, and someone brings him back, let him know that whoever brings back a sinner from wandering will save his soul from death, and will cover a multitude of sins.